We're in Gillis Fieldhouse getting you set for the weekend at West Point, but we're going to start away from West Point on this weekend preview. We're going to go down to Chester, Pennsylvania, where it's Army-Navy Cup 5, the Black Knights and the Midshipmen facing off on the soccer pitch. Last year, the Black Knights took the Cup 2-1 over Navy, and this year they're going to look to repeat. But Russell Payne says last year's Cup, that's already history. They've won that. They got to focus on winning this year's Cup. And he's also been impressed how this game has grown over the first 4 years and can't wait to see where it's going to go this year and how it's going to grow the game of college soccer.
From a player standpoint, I think, and from a coach's standpoint, you still look at this game as the, this year as the first game in the league play and a big 3 points on the table that you have to go and get. From sort of a fan perspective and from an operational perspective, the game has grown in terms of the support, sponsorship, crowd support, all those kind of things have just been great. The feeling that we get from the folks here at West Point in terms of how everybody's gotten behind the game and really pushed it to the level which it's one of the biggest Army-Navy games in the rivalry in terms of just outpouring of support and people in the seats is just incredible. So we're really happy to see it grow. It's going to be on a large major broadcast again this year. And I think it's just going to keep going. Well, I think, to be honest, this game is a representation of what's possible in many arenas across college men's soccer and women's soccer. These rivalry games exist all over different conferences. Obviously, this has a special significance to it. But, it really is about, people getting behind understanding what's possible as opposed to, anything else. So, what's possible in the college game is and for soccer is what we already see in the professional game and the national game. It's the biggest sport in the world, and I think we're just a little bit behind in catching up, understanding that. But once you see that, these games can be backed, and all of a sudden people know these games are out there, people show up. Well, that's an interesting question. I think the way we look at it is we're not defending the Cup. Last year's Cup is ours. You can't change the record books. This year's Cup is up for grabs, right? And so you don't go in defending anything. You go in actively pursuing the win and chasing it and hunting it down, and that's the way we're looking at it.
We'll keep it on the pitch, but come back up here to West Point at Clinton Field. The women's soccer team is going to get set to take on Lafayette in their second Patriot League contest of the year and their first one at home. Army's coming off a 4-1 win over Fairleigh Dickinson the other day, where the Black Knights exploded for 3 goals in the first half. It looks like the women's soccer team's rounding into form as Jordan Casalia is playing solid in net for the Black Knights, with Patriot League play finally here.
Well, first of all, we're really excited to be home. We love playing at Clinton, and we love our crowd. Our crowd always makes a huge difference here. We have a really good fan base, and so we really encourage everyone to come out because they are a big part of our success at Clinton. So we're really excited about that. Secondly, it's fun to get into the Patriot League. Every game is incredibly competitive. Every game matters so much to everybody involved, and so we're excited to get into it. And of course, you want to start out in the league in a very successful manner. So we're very focused for this weekend, and we're excited. Well, Jordan is playing really well right now, and she makes a huge difference for us. She's an incredible leader. There's a great calm coming from her. She's on top of it right now, and that's really important for a team. When you come up with a big save in a crucial moment, it gives everyone a sense of confidence in terms of playing on the field. So, we're really thrilled with where she is right now, but one of the keys to it is she puts the time in. She works very hard. She really takes care of herself, and she's really committed to being the best she can possibly be. Well, I think we were obviously off to a slow start as a team, but part of the reason is because we don't have that one person in the attack. But that's actually a strength. We're going to have a lot of different players on this team who can step up and provide that goal scoring. We have a lot of good goal scorers in this group, and really we're confident that if we play together and the way that we play, the system will score goals, and these kids will get after that and finish.
It's the annual Dig Pink game for the volleyball team as they'll take on Colgate down here at Gillis Fieldhouse Saturday at 4 p.m. in the game that raises awareness for breast cancer. The Black Knights will have their pink jerseys and pink shoelaces on, but the Black Knights know they also got to get a win against a good Colgate team. Army's coming off a solid start to the Patriot League season, a 3-0 sweep of Holy Cross earlier in this week. As the Black Knights know, they got a lot of teams gunning for them as they were last year's Patriot League runners-up.
Oh yeah, it's always nice to start the season with a win. Colgate is a very good team, well-coached team, very balanced, and it's going to be fun playing against them. Clearly, now it's back to business. We're going to go out there and compete. I think our team is ready. They're working really hard, and they are a good team. So we're looking forward to our match on Saturday against a really good Colgate team. Right? Clearly, we want to win the Patriot League. That's the goal, but that is a long-term goal. Right now, we got to go match by match. We have been really focusing on getting 1% better every time. Every Monday we talk about what we did, how we did it statistically and as a team as well, and then we get ready for the week. So it's been good. Again, we have some new players on the team, so it's very good to keep them motivated by short-term goals, and that's been our goal right now. So. Clearly, being on the court and having our fans out there, actually, we have a pretty big job to erase the awareness of preventing breast cancer. And this has been very good for our team. It's with Amber Clay. It really hits home to us with her mother as well. So we also have pink shoelaces. We wear Dick Bing jerseys as well. So it's going to be very good for us to increase the awareness in the community.
Teams in action on the road this weekend for the Black Knights include the women's rugby team all the way out on the West Coast as they take on Central Washington. The men's rugby team competing a little bit closer to home. They got 2 games, one Friday night against St. Bonaventure and then Saturday morning against Buffalo. And Sprint football head down to Pennsylvania as they take on the University of Pennsylvania. Last year, that game here at West Point, a 2-overtime thriller won by the Black Knights. Also, football in action on the road at Buffalo. They look to go 4-0. For a full preview of that game, check out the Football Report. That's going to do it for your weekend preview. For Night Vision, I'm Zach Daly.